Okay, guys, so I have a lot of content that I am just literally sitting on. Like, I record so much and I never do anything with it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and react to my own stuff because it's been a minute and child, it's been rough. It's been a rough journey. Okay, so I'm gonna be super judging myself because I'm just super critical, but y'all, please don't judge me, okay? Because it has been a journey. So yeah, here we go. Let's just get into it because literally, I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, ready. Here we go. First
Hey
video.
Lovies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this box braid bob look. Yes, they are knotless. Make sure you tune in all the way to the end so you don't miss anything. Also hit that subscribe button so you can join the family and let's have a good time. Here we go.
Come, first of all, come on. Come on, intro. Like, that was a good, clean intro. That was a good, clean intro. Now, your girl's always going to do the most. I'm always do the most. But here we go. Get it back into it.
So of course, like every hairstyle, the first thing you're going to need is hair, mirrors, preferably two, scissors, rat tail comb,
Yes, sir.
clips, and of course, braid gel. Okay.
What's so funny about that? Like, I was literally shaking the camera because the stabilization on my camera at the time, it was a mess. It was a mess.
So excuse my crust, but this is what I'm working with right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and take down each one of these.
Now, if y'all have anything to say about the way that I look in this video right now, it looks like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Looks like I didn't been through some things. And I was definitely going through some things when I recorded this video, but I'm hoping that you guys extend some grace because yeah, I was looking rough. Looking rough.
These twists and kind of detangle it with my fingers just to make sure there's no knots. Wait. Do y'all see that? Is that a gray hair? Like, this can't be true, y'all. I'm only 27. Like, why do I have a gray hair?
Okay, that is so funny because what? Like, why do I have grays? And specifically one gray. And at the time I was 27. So I'm confused because I ain't never seen that unless like some people have a condition. You know what I mean? Like some people have a birthmark and it's gray hair. But for me, I'm like, okay, this just gotta be stress. It gotta be stress. Because I don't know what's going on here and we need to fix it. So that's so funny.
Moral of the story is don't have kids, okay? Because they do this to you. Crazy.
Heavy on the don't have kids early, okay? Because they do stress you out.
All right, now that we're back, I'm gonna go ahead and take my comb and part it right down the middle. And as you can see, this part is real important because you wanna make sure that that part is as straight as possible. Dang, that hurt. I guess I didn't get all the kinks out. But anyway, I'm just
Oh my
going
gosh.
straight down the middle. And
My hair it had to have been crispy. Do y'all see the way that comb just got stuck right there? Like my hair it had to been crispy. It had to been crispy.
looking in my 360 mirror just to see how straight this part can really get, because let me tell you, it's difficult when you're doing it and you're trying to go over that part numerous amounts of times. Just try to make sure it's as straight as possible. You know, you're doing it yourself, so you can only do so much. So now I'm gonna take my braid gel and I'm just gonna take the product and rub it right down the middle of my head. And this is how I clean up my part. Just make sure all the flyaways are out the way.
So if you do your own hair, or if you're getting your hair done, when that braid gel is slicked on your scalp, like it's cold and it's like a head massage. It feels so good. Like it feels so great. And literally, I don't use that braid gel anymore, but literally, I was like, this is like a massage. And I was taking it all in because I loved it.
And get that crisp part, okay? Now I'm gonna take one side and I'm just gonna twist it up just to keep it out the way.
This music, because this music choice. Okay. All right, we can vibe it. We can vibe just a little bit.
So now I am going to take my comb and I'm going to part it from the top of my ear across to the middle of my head. So that middle part that you see, I'm going to take my rat tail comb and I'm going to measure it from my ear, the top of my ear.
So what I'm talking about is the nape of your head, okay? The part that is literally right at start the top of your ear. That's how you get the straightest parts all the way across. That's referred to as the nape of the head. So the very back and bottom.
I'm going to part that across horizontally. And of course, clean up the part to make it as straight as possible. And I'm just messing with it just to make sure that it's straight. And of course, I'm gonna do the other side, but in the meantime, I put the other side away just so I can keep that part straight. So now I have both sides parted out. I'm gonna create 3 rows out of this one section, and I'm gonna line that up on the other side. Hey guys, so do me a favor, if you're
I was like, why am I bending down? So like my daughter, she was there when I was doing my hair. And I was like, whatever, let me just kiss her on camera. That's why I was like, what the heck is that? Why am I doing that? But anyways.
Enjoying this video so far, please hit that subscribe button and join the family, okay?
Heavy on the join the family, okay? Gotta throw that in there. Heavy on the join the family, okay? Make sure y'all subscribe, all right? So you don't miss a video.
So now I have 3 parts on this side, and I'm gonna do the other side, and voila, there you have it. Now you have a total of...
I know it's like me doing it by myself, but that crooked part on the back of my head is driving me. It's literally driving me. And my OCD. One thing I'm heavy on is parts. Like I need my parts to be crisp. But when I'm doing it myself, I get lazy because I'm like, my arms hurt. So, I mean, I did the best that I could, but that crooked part is driving me, literally.
I guess 6 rows if you want to combine the 2. No, but I just count that as 3. And so I'm going to go up the rest of my head and part out the rest, which is going to take a long time. So I've started going up my head, and this part right here, I like to make sure it's a little thinner because when you get to the back, it's gonna end up being just a little bit thicker than that area above your ear towards the front of your head. So there we have it. I have a total of 9 rows from the top.
When I tell you, my arms were on fire after I got done parting that one side of my head. Like I was like, I made a mistake. Like I don't know why I'm doing my hair right now because this is painful. And I say that every time I do my own hair. Speaking of me doing my own hair, I need to do my own hair again. Like I'm due for a touch up or a new set. So don't judge me on that. But when I tell you, my arms were on fire after that. I was like, I'm about ready to give up. Like, forget this video. I'm about to just give up. I remember it vividly because my arms hurt so bad.
Top of my head to the bottom of my head. So I just counted up 9 rows. Now I'm just going to complete the other side.
All right, we get it. We get it.
So there we have it. My whole head is pre-parted out. Now and it lets you know what your parts are going to look like as you go. But as you get experience and you learn more, I definitely recommend just parting as you go. It saves you so much more time.
Yeah, to part as you go. Like, the only parting as I go is I don't do that method anymore. So like I'll part each row at a time, and the only parting as I go is like the box braid, like the actual box braid part. Everything else is freestyle because child, I don't have time. Like, I don't have time to go here, 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 here. My arms be on fire, and then go back. And no, I don't have time for that. So I don't even do that anymore.
So now I'm just doing my knotless method. I'm adding in the extra hair to create that knotless box braid. All right, so this is probably one of my least favorite parts of this whole process, is taking the lighter to that end, because when you take the lighter to the end, you're gonna have to crunch and roll with your finger, and if the braid hair is super, super hot, you can easily burn your finger. So
if y'all don't know this method, like, it is very dangerous. It can be dangerous if it's done wrong. Like, that is a old, like, 90s method of how to steal your braids. Because they was rocking the bob braids. Brandy, like all of them, Monica, they was rocking about the bob braids back in the day. And so nobody thought, to what any other way to do it. So they said, let me just take a lighter, burn this synthetic hair, and steal it like that. That method to this day, I use like with a flat iron sometimes when I'm doing like the braided bobs and stuff. But it's dangerous if you're not careful. Like, you definitely don't do this at home if you don't know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. So, yeah.
Definitely be careful with doing this step because it is dangerous. All right, so I'm just going to continue to do this all the way up until I am finished with my head, okay? All right, guys, this is the finished look. Look at those parts. There are some things that I could change about it, but I took my time and I did the best that I could. As you can see, my background is moving around because my toddler was just all over the place. She would not let me get my hair done in a reasonable amount of time. But look, that's mom life. This is the finished.
Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Look, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Join the family, okay? Make sure you join the family so you do not miss a video. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a good rest of your day.
That's crazy, y'all. Like, literally, that is crazy. I vividly remember doing that video, and I was like so determined to have my hair done because I did not want to deal with it. Like, if you've seen in the video, it's kind of at an awkward length right there. It's at an awkward stage. And like, I'm so scissor happy that if I don't do my hair and leave it up and like put it away and leave it alone, I will cut it off. Like, I've cut my hair so many times over the past 5 years because I just wanted to maintain the shape. So I tried to, do that bob, and I literally took it down a week later. Like, I was so mad because I did not like it. I did not like the way it turned out. Like, I was like, this is not cute. And I took it out a week later. Like, after all of that, I was so mad because I spent so many hours doing it and making a video and all of this. And I was like, that's why I didn't post it, because I didn't like it. So you can see why I didn't post it, because I didn't like it. All right, moving on.
Lovies, we are going to do a step-by-step tutorial on how to do medium knotless braids. Make sure you stay to the end so you can see all the tips and tricks I use to complete this style. Let's get into it. So the first
tips and tricks I use. Like, girl, be quiet. No, but this girl's hair is so thick. So thick. Like her hair was so thick. I was like, this is gonna take forever. And it did. And did.
First thing we're going to do is section off the hair in 4 sections. The first section is the bottom half from ear to ear.
Again, disclaimer, I don't use this method anymore. So I will be on the lookout because I will be coming out with a braid class. If you're in my area, you're more than welcome to book a class with me. But be on the lookout because I will be letting you guys know about that braid class. Okay. But I don't do this method anymore. Disclaimer. You can still use this method. I just personally don't use this method anymore.
This section is going to be one of the most important sections because it's going to set your foundation of how big your braids are going to be. For this style, I'm only going to do 2 rows from the top of the ear to the bottom. And for this, you want to make sure your part is nice and straight, okay? Then I'm going to take this back section and split it right down the middle. Once I'm done with those 2 sections, I'm going to twist them out the way. Now I'm going in from the top of the head to the back of the head, and I'm going to split that part right down the middle and make sure it's lined up with the part that I already created in the back of the head.
Again, disclaimer, I don't use this method, but I will say that this method is really good for like beginners. She was my first client in years. Like, she was my first client in years. So I, for one, took forever because she was my first client in years. And 2, her hair was so thick, like so thick, and her hair wasn't blow dried all the way. So that just slowed everything down because I'm dealing with curly ends. So I'm trying not to snap her ends and all of this. Plus, I'm trying to figure out my method, my rhythm, my system for doing a head. And so it took me, I believe it took me 9 hours to do her hair. And like, you'll see how big these braids are. These braids are big. These braids are like my size large now. And it took me 8 hours to do them. So, what the heck? Anyways.
A trick that I like to use is to add the braid gel or product that you're going to use and place it right in between the part so that I can assure my part is completely straight. I also take my comb and repart it so that any flyaways or stray hairs that might make the part end up crooked can be straightened out. So now I have taken the bottom section and I have split that in half. And those are going to be your 2.
Child, me sitting there doing her hair with that big old wig on my head. Like, girl, if you don't get that wig out the camera.
2 back rows where you start the foundation of your braids. Now that the back rows are complete, I'm going to finish sectioning off the top rows. Once the top is completed, you should have a total of 5 rows at the top and 2 rows at the bottom, making a total of 7 rows from the top of the head to the back of the head. Now I'm going in and...
Yeah, them is definitely large braid because what? And I'm calling them medium. Like, them is not no medium braids. Those are large, very large. My smalls now I can complete in 7.5 hours max. Like if you have a big head, 7.5 hours. If you have a normal sized head, we're doing 6.5 to 650. Like Those are,
And creating my knotless braid. This should be sectioned off into 4 braids at the bottom. A trick that I like to use is to section and part the hair before you start your braids, only because you want to ensure that your boxes are even and that they are formatted as if they are in a brick layer format.
let me tell you something about them ends, okay? Them ends were so hard to tuck. This is why we require you guys to come blow dry, like a proper blow dry, because the ends, when the ends aren't straightened well enough, they start poking out and looking old after you just got them done. But if you are a detail braider like myself, I make sure to add enough product to tuck them all the way in so that they still have a new look, of course. But like if you come across a lazy braider and they and the client has them ends, it's definitely going to be looking old.
If you find that this video has helped you so far, don't be afraid to hit that like button and subscribe.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. This was like 2 years ago when I made this video. I'm like, come on, I'm proud. I'm pat on my back. I'm proud of myself.
Now that the bottom row is complete, I am just showing you how I pre-section my braids so that they are all even and that there are no boxes that are larger than another. And I'm just going in and making sure that part is nice and straight. One thing I will say is that if your client's hair is not fully blow dried from root to tip, it does slow down the process because you want to make sure you are taking care of your client's hair as well as protecting their hair.
Come on. Like I knew I was gonna mention something. Gotta give some sort of education. Come on now.
Okay, so I've completed about 3 or 4 rows from bottom to top, and I'm just going to continue to go up the client's head.
Hold on, y'all. I need a second. Give me a second. Okay, we're back.
Another tip is that once you start putting your braids in or pre-parting your braids, you're going to take each row down from left to right. You don't want to do one side and then the other side because you're always going to want to follow a brick layer format. So as you can see, I'm measuring the part to make sure it's right in the middle of the braids on the bottom half of that braid at the top.
Oh, I hope that made sense because I'm sitting here like, huh?
Okay, so I have slowed down this part so you can know exactly how to do a knotless braid. So
this is just one way to do it, okay? Disclaimer, this is not how everybody does it. This is how I do it. I may do it differently now. I gotta see the video first, but this is one way to do it.
First thing we're going to do is section the hair into 3 sections. Then you're going to want to take your pointer finger and weave it through the top part of the hair. And then you're going to add your piece of braid hair. Grab the client's hair and the braid.
Yeah, no, I don't do that anymore. But if you take my braid class, you'll see my method.
Braid hair, and you're going to braid down twice. That was 1, 2, and then you're going to add another piece of braid hair to the client's head.
Okay, cool. We get that. We get it.
Bring it through to smooth out those ends. is to help seal the ends and to also make the braids less stiff.
Yeah, with the dipping method, I do something different now too, because I just found that like when you take a actual kettle and you dip the ends, it just don't straighten the way I like. So I do something different now, but you'll find that out when you tune into the braid class. Sorry, y'all. Getting a call.
All right, y'all, so we made it to the end of the video. I'm just adding some mousse to my client's hair to make sure those parts are nice and shiny and that everything is sealed, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.
Wait, I didn't give a. Oh, what? I didn't get a finished product. Come on now. One thing you should always do is get a finished product of whatever craft you have going on. Always get a finished product because you never know. You might need to pull those pictures out from your archive and you might need to present them. Like you never know what's going to happen throughout life. And if you just do the work and you don't got nothing to show for it, nobody's going to believe you. Cameras never lie, footage never lies. You got it on the camera, you might as well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so disappointed that I did that. But anyways, here's the last one.
About the best way to take down your knotless braids? Join me as I reveal the secrets to a smooth and damage-free takedown process. Let's keep your hair healthy and strong together. And if you haven't,
Oh my gosh, look at my stinking man in the corner. And look at my daughter. So, oh my gosh, I really wish we could turn back time. Now they're all big and they got attitudes.
already, please click that subscribe button and join the family.
Yes,
The
sir.
first step is to isolate the bottom row of braids. Gently gather these braids and secure them with a hair tie. Next, take each individual braid and carefully locate the point where your client's natural hair begins. Using sharp scissors, make a clean cut a few inches below this point. Take a fine-tooth comb.
My daughter is so funny because she literally, she is so funny. She loves long hair so much because she sees her mom with braids all the time. So when I was cutting those braids, she was like, why are you, I don't want my hair short. Don't cut my hair. I'm like, girl, calm down. So funny.
And gently insert it into the base of each braid. Slowly work your way up the braid, being extra careful as you approach the client's natural hair. Remember, the key is to be patient and gentle to avoid any damage. As you reach the top of the braid, you'll notice the individual hair strands start to loosen up. Gently take those out and set them aside. Then gently take a small amount of hair oil to the base of the braid. Using a fine-tooth comb, carefully pick and tease the hair to loosen the knots and release any trapped hair.
That lint ball is definitely the bane of my existence. Like it's such a like what's the word? It's very satisfying, but it's such a like dreadful moment when you're trying to like retain length because it's like, dang, I hope I don't lose a lot of hair with this lint ball. And you be losing a lot of hair with the lint balls. I don't know what it is about those balls, but those things, they trap hair. It's like hair grows inside of the lint ball. Like I can't describe it, but those lint balls are literally the bane of my existence. I It's satisfying to take down, but I can't stand it when I have them because I'm like, dang, I lose hair.
This is a normal part of the process, as some shedding is expected. Continue this process for each braid, working your way around the head. You can either take down all the braids first or work on one section at a time. Remember, patience and gentle hands are key to a successful takedown. You will continue this process as you get through the whole head.
Oh, shit, that was cute running that. I might as well just let the thing play. How did we get there? We just got there. So just so y'all know, because it wasn't clarified in the video, but after you take down, your hair, make sure you wash it. I washed her hair after I took down her hair because, build up, your scalp needs to be cleaned, those lint balls need to come out, all of that stuff. And after you wash it, then you can do whatever styling you want to do. But me personally, I'm not the traditional old school, like keep your hair dirty woman. I'm definitely the keep your scalp clean woman. So if you don't wash your hair after you take that down, to me, that's like not taking a shower for days and weeks on end. Your scalp needs to be washed. Your scalp needs to be cleaned. Your hair needs to be cleaned. So definitely wash your hair after you take it down because we don't want that build up. We need our scalp to be clean so that it can stay healthy. My daughter, she be giving me a hard time. And I'll be wanting to just send her off to somebody else. But I know that I can take care of her hair the way a mother should take care of her hair. So yeah, if y'all got daughters that give you a hard time, put that in the comments. Let me know that I'm not suffering alone because it's definitely suffer over here when I try to wash her hair and when I try to do her hair. When I do her hair now, it's a lot better, but it's taken a long time to get here. A long time to get here. So put that in the comments though. If y'all got some stubborn daughters or sons that got hair, I need to know because I don't want to suffer alone. I really don't. Just let me know. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do y'all see how magical black hair is? Like her hair is so I tell my daughter all the time I love her hair. First of all, she's got number 4 hair, so she got that sandy brown hair. And second of all, her hair is so coily and kinky. I'm like, I love it. Like it is magic. Her hair shrinks so much, but then it stretches. Like it stretches. She has shrinkage. shrinkage for days. And we hate the word shrinkage, but shrinkage is healthy. Shrinkage means that your hair is hydrated, that your hair is thriving. Okay, so we don't want to like, shrinkage is like a bittersweet relationship because we love shrinkage because we know it's healthy. But then we also hate it because when we wear it natural, we want it to look longer and appear longer. But shrinkage is good. You know, you can always style it to like make it appear longer. But I always tell. Also, let me know in the comments if you tell your children that their hair is beautiful, especially as a Black anything, boy or girl. Like, tell your children that their hair is beautiful, their skin is beautiful. Give them that confidence, okay? Because the world is going to do the opposite. It's going to do the opposite. So let me know in the comments if y'all, water your kids with their hair, their skin tone, and just give me some things that y'all say to y'all kids, because that could help me, that could help the next person, and we definitely need to create a community that uplifts our youth because they're the future, okay? And if they don't love themselves, nobody will. So let me know in the comments what y'all be saying to y'all kids. We talk about this music though. This music is like very relaxing. I could listen to that forever. Ooh. That top part, see her hair is just like mine. That the back is real, fine and silky and stuff. But that top is so thick. Like it took me forever to blow dry her hair because that top part is so thick. And it takes a lot of arm strength. A lot of arm strength to get that hair straight right there because it is just so thick. Y'all see how I started on the ends? Because heavy on the ends, because when you are blow drying your hair and it's kinky like that, you don't want to blow dry the roots first because the ends is what's going to snap. You want to make sure that the ends are straight first. That way it's a lot easier when you get to the root. That's something that I've learned to help with length retention because when those ends start dry and they start snapping, it's a wrap. Like your hair is not going to retain any length. So I definitely make sure that I'm careful with that.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss it.
Look at my baby's hair. Oh my gosh, her hair was so cute. Look how sandy brown and cute it is. I absolutely love this. You guys, if you enjoyed what you saw, please make sure y'all subscribe and tune in to next week for another reaction to my own content. Love you guys. Bye.